Hi everybody, it's Crystal from Bagoday Crochet. So today I'm coming to you from my other house, and I have some yarn that I want to show you. I don't really remember what it was, but it came from Webs. Now I have purchased from Webs before because they have some killer deals on their clearance or closeout yarns, and that's what this is I think most of it is their clearance or closeout yarns. Webs is also the same site as yarn.com, so both of those places are the same. But if you've never been there or you've never shopped there, they have a very large variety of yarns. But they have a clearance section or a closeout section, and that they sell yarn, higher end yarns, relatively cheap. You can really get a good deal on them. And if you sign up to their mailing list, which I am, sometimes they'll even put those clearance or closeout yarns on sale for even more. So it's really a good deal. I've never had a problem with the Webs. They always ship in a timely manner. So I think it, I don't know, only took, I don't know when I bought this. Maybe about a week, maybe something like that. Maybe a few days less, but I can't remember. But let's look. So they, like I said, they have a, I'm going to open it up now. They have a large variety of yarns, but I usually choose from their closeout sections at Webs most of the time. I like their shop. It's nice. I don't buy from them all the time, but I have bought from them several times because I just like to check out there. Like I said, their clearance section. How exciting, huh? I'm always excited when I get new yarn. Yes! Prices on the invoice. You can't beat prices on the invoice because then I don't have to look it up. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh, this yarn looks beautiful already. It looks beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, let's start out with this one right here. So this one is, I don't know if I've had any of this yarn in here. If I have, you know, I'll tell you. I've never had this one. This is called Berkshire Bulky Valley Yarns by Webs. So I guess this is Webs yarn. I've never had it. As you can see, it's 85 wool and 15 alpaca. I love that pretty neutral gray. Isn't that beautiful? So it doesn't feel bad, considering it has 85% wool in it. Made in Peru, exclusively for Valley Yarns. All right. There are 100 grams, 108 yards. It does say to hand wash and lay flat due to that wool content. Otherwise it probably will felt. There's not enough alpaca in it to keep it from felting. The color is called medium heather gray. I would say the weight of it is not written on here, but that's a bulky weight. I would imagine that you guys would probably agree with me on that. I like that. I'm not gonna smell it because feels good, but I have bought from them enough to know that their yarn is always clean and doesn't smell funky or nothing. So sometimes yarns do, but from certain places you got to watch out. But Webs has never been one of those places. So it does, like I said, this is, I like wool though. So wool is one of my favorite yarns to work with. Any type of wool, I love wool, even if it's just straight up wool. I like it. But this really it's a very pretty wool, and it doesn't, is, yeah, like I said, it's scarfable. It's nice. So I got 4 of those, and I'll give you a price on these, the Valley yarns. Now all these yarns were on closeout, and these were $5.59 a piece. I don't think that's a bad price. I got 4 of them for $5.59. I like it. That would make a beautiful, I have enough there to make a beautiful cowl or a scarf or a hat with leftovers, anything like that, you know, something like that. Okay, let's move on. Oh, there's some pretty sparkles in here. I see the pretty sparkles. Let's see what this is. Ooh, okay. This is Berroco Ultra Alpaca. I really like alpaca a lot. Alpaca, if you do not know, is a hyperallergenic wool. This is what this one is. Look at that pretty color. Rusty red, brick red. We'll go with brick on this one. That's beautiful. All right, so it's 50% superfine alpaca and 50% Peruvian wool. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 219 yards, and 200 meters. Is classified as a 4-weight yarn, hand wash, and lay flat to dry. Now that hand wash and lay flat will deter a lot of people from buying yarns like wools and stuff. But I really do hand wash and lay flat everything that I make because I spend so much time crocheting it. There's no way I'm going to throw it in the washer. So, but I know not everybody has the space nor the time to do that. So it's understandable to want to get yarns that don't require that. But here's their 4-weight. That is a nice 4-weight. The feel of it is nice. You know, it doesn't feel like 100% alpaca, of course, because it's not. But it feels good. It's scarfable. It feels nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Color number 6281. Now remember, these were all closeout yarns that I got. I think. I'm pretty certain that they were. Yeah. Okay, these were not closed. They might have been. I can't tell. I don't know. These were $10.40 a hank. And that could be a closeout price because it probably was a closeout price. I can see this being a little bit more than that on a regular price. Redwood is the color name. Those are beautiful. So I got 2 of those. Very pretty. I like that a lot. That's a beautiful color on those. Gorgeous. It's almost heathered. Well, it is heathered looking if you look close enough. Gorgeous. I highly recommend. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting prettier. And when I take off a yarn, I see one that's even prettier. Now this is some pretty yarn right here. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay. Katia, azteca Fine Luxe. I'm not good at pronouncing things. There you go. All right, look at that beautiful stuff. Oh, those are so my colors. Look at the red and the rust and the browns. These are the type of yarns that when you dig deeper, you're going to see different colors. Oh my goodness. Browns in there. And look at that gold sparkle that runs through. That is some pretty, pretty yarn. Okay, so this is made in Italy. It's 52% wool, 45 acrylic, and 3% polyester. 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 270 meters, or 295 yards. And I'm certain that it's going to say lay flat. Hand wash. You can wash, but lay flat. All right. So this is a roving style. You can tell by looking at it, that is some pretty yarn. So it's not applied yarn, it's a roving style. The weight of it, I would say, is a 4. But as with all roving styles, they do go from thick to thin. That's the nature of the roving. But it's going to level out at about a 4 weight. That is beautiful, beautiful yarn. Look at that sparkle. Oh, I got to keep that. I got to keep that and make that. Here's another one. They're the same. They're just, so these are the colors that you see on the outside of this are some of the colors that are on the inside of this. These are both the same color. They're just wound differently so you can see the different colors in them. Oh, I got to keep that for myself. Let's see. A lot of these yarns I buy I put in giveaways. So some of them I just have to keep. I just have to. I have to. Sorry. I have to keep them. I can't part with them. It's very, very pretty. I love that sparkle. You see that sparkling? Inside of it, you can even see it sparkling. Ooh, how much is that? You're right. You're like, enough. Tell me how much it is. Okay. This one, these were on a closeout. The color is called Rose, and these were $10.39 on a closeout. So I can imagine they were probably close to double that at a regular price. On the reg, I say that for regular. But those are beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful yarn. Favorite of the bunch so far. Oh, but there's more sparklies in here. There's more pretties in here. Let's move on. Let's just stop. Becket Valley Yarns by Webb. So again, this is some of Webb's brand. I've never had this before. I don't think I've ever had any of these. I don't think I've ever had this. If I have, I don't have it now, and it would have been a long time ago. I've never had any of the others. 50% superwash or superfine alpaca and 50% wool. So it's 50 alpaca, 50 wool. Feels nice. Again, it feels like a 50 alpaca, 50 wool blend. I can't explain it, but it is scarfable. It's not scratchy or nothing like that. It's a very beautiful color. It's like a heathery teal color. It's got like a teal blue with a little bit of green mixed in it. Or teal green, whatever you want to call it. I'd call that more of a teal blue with green mixed in it. But hand wash, lay flat, made in Peru. Color is called Peacock. Very appropriate. 100 grams, 141 yards. I like it. Now, it doesn't say the weight on this one. I'm going to say that that is a nice 4-weight yarn. What do you say? Probably could be classified as a thinner, bulky 5, kind of like scarfy yarn or something. But nonetheless, I did get 2 of these. What's the yardage on these? 141 yards. So I have, oh gosh, there's more sparkles at the bottom. I just keep seeing sparkles and sparkles and glitter and glitter. Wow. Okay, so I do like this a lot. I do like this. This one is the Valley Yarns. These are $7.59 a piece. That was not on closeout. I don't think that was. I think that's the regular price. It doesn't say closeout beside it, so I don't know. You just have to look. It could have been closeout. I don't remember, but it's very, very pretty, and that's enough for me to make a beautiful hat and or a scarf, either one, or a cowl, or a bag. But more likely, I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what I'll do with it, but that's a pretty color. Okay. Oh, look at these. Look at these little guys. So pretty. Ooh, I've never heard of this before. Never. Never, 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 never. There you go. I'm not even... L-I-L-O-U. Lilu. Lilu. By Bremont. Never heard of that company before. Made in Peru. I always like to get yarns from companies I've never heard of before. That's super cool. Ooh, look at the, can you see the sparkles in that? Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. And this is so one of my colors. I love this color. I do. Oh, it doesn't match my sweater, but it's still gorgeous. That is very, very pretty. My goodness. It feels good too. Let's see what the fiber content of it is. 90% llama. I knew that it had to be something good because it feels good. 10% polyamide. Hand wash, lay flat. That is pretty. There are 50 grams or 100 meters, so about 110 yards per ball. I'm going to say that this is probably a 4-weight yarn. Doesn't really say, but... that would be my best guess. I absolutely adore this one. I love the color. I like llama a lot too, as well as alpaca, because llama is very soft, just like alpaca. It's a very soft yarn. That is so pretty. I obviously was going to make something bigger with these because I did get a few more balls than just the regular few that I did get. So these are gorgeous. I wish that my camera would pick up that little bit of it's not really a little bit, it's a subtle stellina. Stellina is the sparkle that you see in that. Oh, can you see that sparkle in my light? Wow, that's pretty. Oh, that's some nice yarn. I like that. How much is this stuff? I don't even know. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. $3.49 a piece. Oh my gosh. For 90% llama. I know you're going to think there's not a lot of yardage in there. 110 yards for a 4-weight sparkly llama. That, to me, is a good deal. and I only got 6. I might have to go back and get 6 more because that would make a gorgeous pullover. I mean, it is beautiful. But then again, this is one of my colors I love, so it's very, very pretty, very, very sparkly. Excellent. Super, super scarfable. Okay. Ooh, look at this stuff. Look at this. Okay, this is the Aracuna. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Say S-A-Y-I. Look at that. Browns. I love brown. Any color of brown. I love. This is like brown and golds. Very, very pretty yarn. And that is a very nice brand of yarn too. I have quite a bit of it at home, but I do not have this particular variety. And it was a closeout at $7.69 a piece. How can you beat that? I'm sure it was probably double, at least maybe close to $20 a hank on a regular basis. I don't know, I'm just guessing. It's 50 wool, 50 acrylic, 3.52 ounces, 100 grams, 218 yards, and it is classified as a medium weight number 4. The color is called Monterico. That is some pretty yarn. My gosh, is that ever pretty. So I got 2 hanks of that. And I also got it in another color because I couldn't pass it up. It just reminded me of my daughter. My daughter Rose. This one's color is Santa Rosa. Ain't that beautiful? Wow. That is so, so pretty. So these are both the same yarns, the same specs that I told you for this one. Applies to this one. And the same price as well. $7.69 a hank. What a deal. What a deal. I would buy that. Any of this that I've showed so far all day, every day, any day. I think they are very nice deals for these are very, like I said, very good brand of yarn there. Gosh, that's pretty. Evelyn's going to flip out when she sees this. Oh, it's hand dyed too. Both of these are hand dyed. So, yes, excellent. Roving style. See that? Probably, let me tell you the yardage was on it. 218 yards. That's not bad. It's a 4-weight, but it's a thicker 4. See that? But roving style is going to go thick to thin, so that's just the way it goes. But it'll probably level out at a thicker 4-weight. That is gorgeous yarn. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I got more of this. I only got one of these? Why did I only get one of these? They must have only had one left. This is some more of the Azteca Fine Luxe by Katia. So it's more of this. I think I got this one because it was brown and sparkly, but I don't know. They must have only had one because I can't see me just getting one. Look at all the colors up inside there. Oh, that's beautiful. I love brown so much. But man, I love that red one too. See the sparkles on that? That's beautiful. Browns and golds in that one. So this one is the same price as the other one. Whatever I said that was. I can't find it. Well, there it is. The color is called coffee. Yeah. Coffee chocolate is the color. 52 wool, 45 acrylic, 3% polyester. These are $10.39, and that is closeout. That is a closeout price. So they would probably close to double that on the regular. That is beautiful. The more you dig, the more you're gonna see beautiful, beautiful colors. That's so pretty. See yardage on these again. Yardage, yardage. I need yardage. Yardage, yardage, yardage. I need yardage. It's made in Italy, if you remember. I don't know what the yardage is. It's the same as I told you this one was. Oh, 295 yards. So that's 300 yards in one ball. I mean, that's plenty for me to make something. Plenty. Now, I didn't know what this was. This looked interesting, so I got it. Cedar Husky. Super chunky. So this is machine washable on the wool cycle. Don't try it though, it says. It's interesting. It's soft. It's chain spun. And it is bulky. And then it's got these pops of, see that little pop of thickness in it there, like that. It's very soft. It is. And as you can see, the chain spun effect in it. It's fuzzy. It's nice. Very scarfable. That's cool looking. I like that. How much was this stuff? Sidar. I like Sidar too. Sidar's a nice brand, I think. Cloudborn, 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 Cloudborn. Sidar Husky. $3.49 a piece. Wow. $3.49. That's very pretty. It's interesting. I like it. So I got that one too. And I got a lot of brown yarn up in here. But brown is my favorite. Let's see what else is in, let's see what's in this bag here. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not. I thought it was more llama. Let's see. Manchester by Tahki Yarns. 45% fine Highland wool, 35% super fine alpaca, 20% acrylic. It's a very beautiful teal color. Very, very saturated. Very, very beautiful color. I mean, made in Peru. There are 1.75 ounces, 109 yards. It is applied yarn. You can see it twisted up there. And I would consider that to be probably a 4, between a 3 and a 4 weight. They probably classify that as a 4. Hand wash, lay flat. It's scarfable. It feels nice. And these are $3.99 a piece. That is a good deal on that. $3.99. Yeah, I buy that again, definitely. That's very, very nice yarn. Very, very nice yarn. Okay, I'm getting down to the bottom here. Ooh, that's soft. Of course. It's cashmere. Haha, who doesn't love some 100% cashmere? I had to throw that in the cart. I don't think it was on closeout. It could have been, but let's. It's small hank. Cashmere usually comes in a small hank. Not always, but most of the time. All right. So this is Hitchcock Valley Yarns by Webb's 100% cashmere. So the 100% cashmere was not on closeout, and it was $19.99 a hank. It's a lot of money, but it is 100% cashmere, and yarn is worth what you will pay for it. And I am going to keep. I bought 2. I did buy 2 for myself to make myself a hat. I wanted it, and I want to make a hat with it. It's extremely soft. I really like cashmere yarn as well as alpaca and llama. They're all very nice. I like all wools though, actually. So soft. It's very nice. 50 grams, 109 yards, hand wash, do not dry. Made in Italy. Very, very pretty. Color I have here is called Rust. So yes, I did not buy this on closeout. I did buy this for a particular project that I have in mind, which is a hat that I have a pattern for. I've had it for a while. I just haven't put it out on a video yet, but I will probably do it with this yarn. That is gorgeous. You can't say that's not pretty. I wish that you could feel it. It's a 4-weight yarn. If you could only feel it, I think you would be sold and say, hey, that's probably worth that much money. Now, well, yarn is worth what you pay for it. Cashmere is always worth it to me, though. I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, so I have one more yarn left, but I have a few different colors of it because it was, let's see. Okay, so this is the last one. I got 3 colors of it. This is called Cloudborn Fibers. It's very, very nice. Limited edition alpaca worsted yarn. Okay. These are 100% baby alpaca. They are very, very, very soft, as alpaca is. 110 yards of a medium weight number 4, 100% baby alpaca. You hand wash and don't dry it. Made in Peru. These were $4.49 a piece, worth every single penny. If you ask me, it was on closeout. The color I have here is called Prism. So it's heathery looking, like a heathery grayish purple color. And then the color I have here is called Stone Heather. Again, the same, super soft. And the color I have here is called Espresso. Man, were these worth the money. Alpaca is so nice. It's so pretty. I know you think 110 yards isn't a lot, but it's a 4-weight baby alpaca, 100%, for $4. And Robert's my cat, sorry. Sitting on my $4.49. Like I said, I'd buy that all day, every day. Okay, so what was my favorite yarns? Oh my gosh, there was so many pretty yarns, but I do have one favorite and one close second. I love these alpacas. They're absolutely gorgeous, and again, I would recommend these because if you got them, you would think they were so super soft. And like I said, hyperallergenic, but make sure you look that up first in case if you are extremely allergic to wool. Very good price on those. But my favorite's going to be the rust colored cashmere. I love it. And like I said, I already know what I'm going to make with this as soon as I get time to record the video. And then my second, I think, is the llama. It is so pretty. Look at that sparkle, and I love that yellow. The yellow is really golden yellow. The lighting in here is different than at my other house. It's very, very gold, like sunflower gold. It's gold with the gold sparkles. It's a beautiful yarn, and at that price of $3.49, how can you really beat that? You really can't for almost 100% llama, 90%. It's beautiful. I'd like to get some more so I could make a cardigan or some type of pullover out of that. I don't know why only about 6 of them. Maybe that's all they had at the time. I don't know. But that would be my second favorite next to the cashmere. And I love this Katia yarn. It's very pretty too. Oh, got the sparkles on that. I love it all though. There's there's none of it that I didn't like. They're all very beautiful. They're all very nice. So some pretty yarns. I got some pretty yarns. But like I always say, I cannot keep it all. You will see some of this in the giveaway, but I can say that you will not see that yellow yarn nor the cashmere ever in a giveaway because I had plans for the cashmere when I bought it, and now I have plans for that yellow. I will need to get a few more, even if they don't have any more. I have a second option for a plan that would just take that much yardage. But yes, I'm super happy with my order, but I always am super happy with Webs. They have, like I said, excellent clothes. Check out their closeout section, and you know, sign up to their mailing list. I'm not affiliated with them, but they, you know, that's a super good yarn company. They've never steered me wrong. I've got some killer deals from them. So I'm going to go and love on my yarn. And Robert, he won't let me. He'll bite me. But sometimes he lets me. It depends on his mood. Only when he wants me to pet him am I allowed to pet him. Anyways, I'm going to go over here with my yarn off camera. And I'm going to break out that cashmere and that yellow yarn. And I'm going to, yeah, I might make my hat soon. I really know. I mean, I already know the hat that I want to make. So we're going to go, me and Robert, saying goodbye for now. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey, Bert, before you go, tell him bye, Rob. Robert, tell him bye. Say bye, guys. Rob's like, let me down. Stay safe, okay? Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.